India loves its SUVs, and that is one area where size does matter. Most people believe the bigger, the better. And what we have here today is definitely big. On the outside, the Gloster is imposing. I mean, just look at it. It is huge. Longer and wider than most of its competition. The road presence is undeniable. MG could have done a better job of making it look distinctive, but that is a personal choice. I like how it looks up front, but the rear is too busy and plain for me. Too many badges for my liking. The chrome strip in the profile is a nice touch, and the 19-inch wheels complete the SUV look. Let me show you the back seat, where most of the owners will spend a lot of time. Space is the real luxury in the new MG Gloster. There are these two comfortable captain seats with a lot of space, a pretty usable third row. The cabin is light and airy, the MG trademark panoramic sunroof, the quality of materials, the leather. There is a sense of premiumness all around the cabin, and it's a comfortable place to be in. The Gloster comes with a 3-zone climate control, and rear passengers get their own temperature setting. Another cool touch is the cup holders. I think MG has done a fabulous job. The leather dashboard, the 12.3-inch touchscreen, the 8-inch MID, a very well appointed steering wheel. The entire layout is really well thought of. There are buttons for everything, be it your parking assist or start stop, traction control. There are different modes as well. You can choose between snow, mud, rock, sand, eco and sport. And there's an electronic parking brake. The gear lever looks stylish. The 12.3-inch touchscreen is literally the centerpiece here. It covers everything that you need regarding the car. There is obviously your staple fare like the CarPlay, the Android Auto. MG's partnership with Gaana continues here. You get live navigation with Map My India. And of course, there is the iSmart, where you can literally talk to the car.
Hi, how can I help?
Open sunroof. It definitely outsmarts the competition in this segment. For me, the most interesting seat is the driver's seat. And what makes the driver's seat interesting is a 2-liter diesel twin-turbo engine that makes 218 horsepower and 480 Newton meters of torque. Class-leading figures again. But do they help the Gloster? Not as much as I would have liked it. I've had the car for a couple of days, and during city traffic, lower revs, low speeds, the engine does feel sluggish. It's mated to an 8-speed ZF gearbox, which again, for city traffic, is not up to the mark. But we are on the expressway now, and this is where the Gloster comes into its own element. The engine feels long-legged, the gearbox does its job, and you can sit at triple-digit speeds comfortably. It is a heavy car, but despite the weight, it does a 0 to 100 in a fairly respectable time. I've had a fun day with the Gloster. MG's decided to take the competition head-on, be it safety, features, comfort, power. It has a little more on every front. Prices for the Gloster start at 28.9 lakhs ex-showroom and go up to 35.3 lakhs ex-showroom. These are introductory prices, but considering all the goodies the Gloster has, I feel it is priced well. Looks like MG may have another winner on their hands.